Really? Come on. No, no, that actually. Geez, what an afternoon. Just been lying in the hammock here. Johnny had to sleep on the ground like a savage. And the dogs just started barking for some reason, so probably end up, I don't even know if you can see me. The sun's kind of in a weird spot. Alright, yeah, so we've just been laying in the hammock. Unfortunately, the dogs just barked at nothing, so it woke us up like 4:45. Probably make some coffee. It's warm. It must be 15 to 18 degrees right now, so it's actually really pleasant though because there's no bugs. I'll show you my view. So this is the view. Johnny's over there starting a coffee. Tilly's here. She's trying to sleep. She's not slept all day, so. Okay, since the GoPro is a little better for motion, I'm going to show you the camp now that we've got good light and everything. There, hammock gear, underquilt, protector, hammock gear, tarp, hammock gear, sleeping bag, war bonnet, blackbird, Alcott pump tent, hammock gear, Dyneema ground sheet, Taylor GS Mini. And here's my string lights. So these are pretty small, but they actually give just about enough light. They take it around in 3 AA's. Just enough light to make it nice. We've got it in like a V, now that you can see that. This is our cooking area / lounging area. Gear storage again. And then because Johnny was right here, you can't really tell. That's a pretty big slope. He's moved down there. There's his tent. That's where my canoe was. He's got a pretty good flat spot down there. So, and now because Johnny's a little scavenging forager, we spied a big piece of chaga up here on one of the birches. And if he's a bit of a rock climber, he may be able to get up and get it. So that big black mass, for people who don't know what chaga is, it's like a, I think it's like a fungus basically. And you can grind it up and make it tea, but I think you have to like cut it off and then dry it out, and then you put it in like a grinder and put it in as a powder for tea. That's typically what people do. But it's pretty good decent sized chunk. Well, we were waiting for our coffee to boil, and Johnny's going to make us the open face steak sandwiches, but before that happens, we're going to have ourselves a little snap of something. So I'm going to have my Jura the Road like I had last night, and Johnny is having his, it's not that, it's not that, it's not Buffalo Trace, it's not Fireball, this time it's the Glenmorangie. I'm too lazy to get my other cup out, so I'm going to have it in my Woods cup. And since it's Scotch, no water goes in this. No water whatsoever. It's been a big day. Very big day. You know what, Jay? I think it's time that this is gone. So Johnny's well underway for his steak and cheese sandwich. There's going to be the cheese for it. Sorry, is it a Philly cheesesteak? What is it?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of. And I just chopped up a bunch of mushrooms to throw in. Our percolator has been percolating for maybe a sufficient amount of time. What do you think, bub? You sleepy? Do you want a little piece of cheese? We can spare one for you. So these are the ciabatta buns that I brought for the steak sandwiches. Just hold it up a little higher. There, right there. Right there. Higher. Higher. A little lower. A little lower. No, okay. That looks good. So the steak sandwich mix is sauteing. I'm going to cut these buns up, and they are ginormous. I think we're doing open face, which kind of makes sense. So I'm pretty sure one of these is going to be enough. Tell you, Matt, this knife is getting some pile of use this weekend. The cheese on top or underneath?
It's supposed to be on top if this is a proper Philly cheesesteak.
If we put it underneath, it might melt.
It might melt, yeah.
We could melt it right into the actual whole thing. Let's just melt it in.
Yep. So
start. Whoop, whoop. Dog cheese. All right, looking pretty good. It is. Forgot about this stuff. Wow. That fire's hot.
I think we're probably ready to go.
Yeah. Okay, and your spatula. Ooh, Johnny, that looks good. Just tilt it a bit. Tilt it this way. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna divide this.
Yeah.
Steak. There you go. All right.
That's you. There's mine. Whoa.
I think this will be a fork and knife meal.
Yeah, definitely going to be a knife and a... I got a spoon, so... Thanks, Johnny. It's so hard to cut stuff on your lap. Okay, let's put a little bit of red pepper on there. Johnny, that is delicious. That is so good. The only thing I would have done different, hey, leave that, that's for after, is I would have, hey, leave it. I would have put my bread on and toasted it like hard toasted, but like I think maybe me messing around, it probably my bread went a little softer than even it was. Do you know what I mean? Because I've been fanning it about here. Oh my God, it's so good. If you ask me, that should be another staple of our camp meals. Yeah, look, no, you did. You got it. You got it back. So Johnny has caramel and chocolate chip cookies for us. I see one's broken half.
That's yours.
And check out the fire. Check out that little curl in the fire. Isn't that strange? All right, pupper. All right. I don't know how loud this is going to be, but that's all right. So I just turned the light on so I can talk a little bit because we've been sitting here playing guitar. And, oh yeah, I know, girl. I know you're tired. Playing guitar and singing like fools. But the moon, it's almost like a super moon out tonight. Johnny just wanted me to stand up to look at it, and I'm too lazy. I said, I'll just wait till it comes over the hill. But a couple people have sent a text saying how bright it is. Anyway, I can't show it on this camera. I forgot to bring my 50mm lens that might actually capture it. But yeah, where it's coming through the trees down, it's shining like a spotlight, almost like there's a car on the top of the hill back there shining through onto the trees. It's crazy how bright it is. So come sit. Tilly, come. Come here. Come here. Come sit. All right, everybody. I can't really tell how good the camera feed is because I've got a massively bright light shining on us, so just so you can see us. Tilly's obsessed with a sausage that I've got up on top of the thing for her bedtime snack. Johnny and I just sat up. Hey, Johnny and I just sat up playing guitar, and he's getting really good with the jaw harp. So I played way longer than I should have, and kind of fell apart with the playing. So, which is fine. Tomorrow we're gonna get up and have breakfast, kind of pack up slowly, and then head out. It's going to be about a 3-hour return journey to the cars, and then it's only about a 20-minute to half an hour trip back to the house. So we kind of got all day. So we're going to just get up and take her slack. You stay. My goodness. Anyway, more to come tomorrow. See you in the morning. Well, good morning, everyone. It's 7:45, and it was a windy night. So the wind was blowing so hard that it actually felt like, for any of the fishermen, persons out there, when you get a fish on the line and the rod tugs, you get that sensory feeling of that. That's what it felt like on the foot end of the hammock. It felt like I was the fishing rod and the tree was tugging me. So that woke me up quite a few times in the night, but it slept pretty well otherwise. The wind has shifted and it's coming out of the north now. So the way my tarp set up, it blocked all the wind anyway. The moon was crazy bright for most of the night. Johnny and I stayed up later than we probably would have, maybe because of that. But it didn't keep me awake. Like it was there, but it wasn't that bad. Looks like we're waking up to fairly clear skies, and the sun is peeking up. Oh, okay, well, the cold is definitely here because the camera battery died mid-sentence there, and it really shouldn't have. The other thing I noticed is the tripod is really cold. So I'm gonna have to probably keep my camera batteries in my pocket now for this morning. I've put on my extra layer. I got my long underwear on. I slept without this last night, and I just was in underwear and a t-shirt overnight because this sleeping bag I have here, my hammock gear 20 degree, it'll take me down to -4 apparently, or -7, and I was plenty warm enough because I think it's now dropped to maybe 5 degrees. I looked at the weather and it said it was like 6 or 7. See, Johnny's up and he's already scavenging for wood. So it might be time for me to get up and help out too. How'd you sleep?
I think I slept better the first night, if you can believe it.
Well, I was going to be lazy and lay here longer, but I think I better get up. It's cold. It's nice and crisp anyway, so I like milling around camp when it's nice and cool like this. But I'm going to get some gloves on and definitely put my pants over my long underwear rather than run around with just my long underwear.
Should be.
I think you're good here, though.
Yeah. Let's just want to go this way and then shoot your jaw.
It's looking good. He's not making these for you, huh? Not for you. They're for the fire.
So you can have one.
Which one do you want?
Pick one.
Which one do you want? I think she wants this one.
Alright, get it.
Alright, it's not quite as cold as what my outfit suggests. It's just I'm still trying to build up my heat from being in bed. Johnny brought some Golden Grill hash browns, which I have never had. So I'm kind of curious about these things. So apparently you add hot water to reconstitute them and then cook them off in a frying pan. So to use your... Okay, it pretty much filled it up to the top. I figured I'd tell you what Johnny's doing. I've never done this, but he's boiling the bacon to render some of the fat off it. Is that what you're doing?
Pretty much brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant move.
It's next level. Tilly, do you like being in the woods? Do you like the sticks? Do you like your best friend Specca? Yeah, okay. Just about to have my coffee, but I figured I'd utilize this amazing backdrop of trees. I've got the hammock down. I've got just, you see running across, that's my tarp, but I just have to ball that up into a little thing, and that's pretty much done. Behind Specca is just all my stuff. I dropped it down on the, I dropped it down on that Dyneema ground cloth. Okay. So it keeps it all in one spot. Johnny's just been cooking, so I've been packing the whole time he's been cooking. And that means that I might actually be done almost at the same time as him. Probably not though. I'm gonna go over and now give him a little bit of a hand. And, hi Bubs, hi. Okay, you eel. I'm gonna go over now and give him a little bit of a hand and drink coffee. That's the real reason for me going over. Johnny's kind of done all the work so far this morning. Seems like I'm always telling the camera this. Yeah, my friend here is doing all the work because I'm messing around and doing YouTube. But I've got the coffee. I did kind of make the coffee. Probably could perk some more. It is
ready for the hash?
black as night. So I want to try to capture these hash browns, which there's a lot more of them than I ever expected. Goodness. Now you listen. I threw that stick, you wouldn't go for it. I threw it, you wouldn't go for it. This is not my fault. Oh, what did we drop? Nothing. This isn't my fault. I can only do so much. What? Did somebody find the stick? Now what are we doing with this? What are we doing with it? Am I supposed to throw it? Hey! Nom nom nom. Yeah, I only just remembered that we have the JD Shore stuff left over because we only had one on day 2. So we got 2 of these, 1 each. Johnny actually, I don't think I had it on camera obviously because it's dark, but it was like 10 or somewhere around there. And Johnny's like, "You're gonna have one more drink, aren't you?" Like peer pressured me into it, twisted my rubber arm. Of course I'm gonna have one more drink. I hadn't planned on it. I thought you were gonna go to bed. Like I thought 9:30 you sounded like you were starting to. And then he looks at me and goes, "You know it's 11:30. I'm like, "What?" I couldn't believe it. Which is good. That's good when that happens. I find sometimes when you're out in the woods, when it gets dark, you've eaten, you just get sleepy and you're like, "Yeah, I might as well go to bed." It's very easy during that. This has been quite a trip. We've had open-faced steak sandwiches, campfire omelets. So I toasted 1 ciabatta bun. And he's gonna have this wrap. Oh, this is gonna be good. These are, ooh, look at that smoke. And I'm kinda gonna do a sandwich with one of these. This one here, open face. And now bacon. Johnny, jeez. What a feast.
Get the barbecue sauce.
Johnny has got us. This is the omelet. I put one of the omelets on this ciabatta bun. And then I put the bacon that he made on top, and that's the hash browns that he made. So, and then there's extra bacon. So basically 2 omelets, bacon, and hash browns. Oh my goodness, Johnny, that is so good. It is. That Balderson cheese is delicious. All right, well, even though we're mega stuffed, or I'm mega stuffed, I figured I'd show you how much food we still have left over, like how much I brought in, and Johnny too. So I've got 1.5 ciabatta buns left. And then I've got an English muffin that I put inside this pouch from MRE just to kind of keep it, because we were on the run yesterday, so I'll transfer that over. Then I've got my M&Ms from my MRE, my peanut butter, a Nescafe coffee, and then I've got my other bag, which has this stuff. This was gonna be my lunch. And then at the last minute I decided, I'm just gonna have a sausage sandwich from breakfast. And then I could make that for today, but I can't see needing it. And then that, honey, back up. That was the emergency stovetop dressing, just in case. It's like, you never know if we're hungry. These 2 things, which Johnny and I forgot about. I gotta tell Johnny we forgot to have that. That was supposed to be with the steak. I got 2 granola bars and a whole bag of Hawkins Cheesies. There's a lot of food left. I don't know what happened. To dance or not to dance. To prance or not to prance. And Jesus died for something, oh nothing. All right, well Johnny's gone to find a little explorer's room, and I got to pretty much do that myself soon. That grate is almost as straight as when we first started, so mission accomplished with that guy. Thanks again, Jay. That's gonna probably live in my backpack from now on. So anyway, it's been a great campsite. I kind of wish, the reason the camera's there's this massive maple tree in behind up there by where I find my little washroom, but I don't think it's showing up on the camera. Maybe the distance is just a little too far, but when you're actually here, you're surrounded by this cliff and water and colors. And hi. Oh, is it time for a snuggle? Is it time for a snuggle? Is that what's going on? Okay. Anyway, it's been a pretty good trip. Tilly's had the best time. You've eaten like a little queen, haven't you? Yeah. Maybe she knows because we're packing up. She's making sure we don't leave her behind. As if we ever would, huh? What's this number? No. Okay. Okay. Get up. Up. Good girl. Good girl. All right. We're all packed up. Mild depression setting in. It's up the hill. That's where my hammock was. There's our beautiful backdrop. This is the only thing we're leaving behind, is this fire pit. We do the leave no trace thing as best as possible, but I always think a fire pit is something that should be around. Johnny's got a great level tent spot down here. Didn't need to do anything for that. So really, other than the fact that it looks like people have been walking in here, there's not really much signs that we've been here anyway. This is where my canoe was, but then Johnny made us shore up way down there, so we're gonna go for a walk. He's down there. There you go. Come on, Tilly, let's go. And there's my boat. Beautiful. So we measured it that time. We were at 1K pretty much on the dot when we left here with the boats. We're now at 1.82. So it's 820 meters now, that portage, and I think it was 790, something like that, originally. So pretty, even with the detour, it's still pretty good. You silly dogs. Okay. Kind of dry. Oh well. Have anything else up there? Nope. All right, everybody, that is the end of the trip. We're only about, I'm going to pause it now, 2 hours and 20 minutes into our portage route back from North Red Trout. So we're a little bit quicker on the way back, but that's probably just because we weren't messing around. It was a great 3 days in the woods. It's a good thing there was a lot of work to be done, because I don't think there's any way I was going to burn the amount of calories that we took in over the last 3 days, but that's the style of camping we like to do. So anyway, if you like the trip, click like. If not, that's fine. If you didn't like it, thanks for watching to this point, and I hope to see you in the next video. Run up.